Welcome to a 10-minute Yin Yoga break. My name is Erica, and today we'll be doing 2 Yin Yoga poses to promote release and letting go. Yin Yoga is an opportunity to take a break from the external world and go deeply within. If you're new to Yin Yoga, we tend to hold the poses for 3 to 5 minutes. This gives the body an opportunity to sink deeply into the pose, to really release into the pose and open to circulating the deeper connective tissues such as ligaments, tendons, the fascia, the deep muscle tissues. So today, no props are needed. However, optionally, you might want to place a blanket on your mat for a little extra cushioning to promote the release and relaxation that we can get from our Yin Yoga practice. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you're going to want to do is sit up on the middle of your yoga mat, and we are going to stack our calves one on top of the other. So placing the left calf parallel to the body, and then stacking the right calf right on top of the left one. And so your ankle is going to be over your knee, your right knee is going to be over your left ankle. This is called square pose. And if you're in the pose already, you're going to feel some deep opening in the right hip and upper thigh bone. This might be too much for you today, and if that is the case, you can simply drop your right calf in front of your left calf for a side-by-side square pose. But if you're in the full pose, that's okay too. So stacking your calves. And once you've found your correct, appropriate leg position for you today, we're going to inhale our arms up, reach up, lifting up from the hips, and then exhale, raining our hands down to the ground and finding wherever they land for you today. It's perfectly fine to be rounding your lower back and finding your edge today. So you may want a deeper stretch in the hips, and you might reach your arms out further, or you may need to back off today and hands can come in closer to the body for a gentler stretch. So finding the right place for you today. And this is where we're going to set up. If you're wearing glasses, feel free to take them off now, set them aside. Once you found your hand position, dropping the head, dropping the neck, releasing the neck and head. Take a deep inhalation and a long, slow exhale. One more time, take a deep inhale, filling belly, chest, all the way to collarbones, and exhale, release. If your eyes are not already closed, I invite you to close them again. We're going to be in this position for about a moment, 1 minute. So noticing where you can release. Can you drop your head a little bit further? Is the jaw relaxed? The cheeks relaxed? Can you release the gripping in your thighs, your legs? Is the belly soft? And taking a moment to turn your attention to the sensations in your body. Just taking note without judgment where you might be feeling sensation. Maybe in your right hip, maybe in your neck, shoulders. Just taking note and breathing into the sensations. Taking the awareness within. And on your next inhale, slowly walking the hands back to the body and pressing yourself slowly up to a seated position. You're going to unwind the legs. Place both feet on the ground. Hands come out behind you. And we're just going to windshield wiper our legs back and forth just to sort of shake out. Slowly, knees drop to the right and then over to the left, windshield wipering the deep stretch. And when you're ready, coming back to seated, we're going to move to the other side, so the other leg. So to set up, we want to place our left calf parallel to our body and then place our right calf parallel and stack our left calf on top for the other side. Again, ankles over knee, knee over ankle. But again, if this is too much for you today, you can simply place one leg in front of the other. So finding the right position for your legs today, and on your next inhale, lifting both fingertips up towards the ceiling. Reach, reach, reach as high as you can go, lifting from the hips. And exhale, raining the hands down to the ground and finding your place today, finding your edge for today. So that might mean your arms are way out in front of you, or it might mean your arms are close to you today, that you need to back off a little bit today. Finding the right place for your hands, and when you're ready, dropping the head, releasing the neck, closing the eyes, and turning your attention inward. Take a deep inhale and a long, slow exhale. Turning your attention to your body. Where are you feeling a sensation on this side? Maybe it's different than the other side. Where can you release? Can you ungrip the calves? Can the belly be softened? Is the jaw relaxed? Where can you let go just a little bit more in the body to slip into a slightly deeper relaxation? With each inhale, breathing into the intense sensations, and each exhale, deepening the relaxation just a little bit more. And with your next inhale, slowly walking the hands back towards the body, pressing yourself up slowly to a seated, and again, unwinding the legs, hands behind you. And we're going to slowly windshield wiper the knees to the right side, and then to the left side. Once again, over to the right side, and then back to the left. We're going to move into our next pose, and this is called the Sphinx Pose. So to get into our next pose, we're going to come onto our belly. So finding your way onto your belly, and you're going to place your hands out in front of you about shoulder distance apart, and you want your elbow directly below the shoulder. Feet are about the distance of your mat, so one foot on one side of the mat, the other foot on the other side of the mat. Legs can be active here, not super strong, but slightly engaged. And with your next inhale, you're going to lift the heart sort of energetically through the forearms. Lifting the heart, lifting the head, closing the eyes, and finding your Sphinx Pose. Now, if this is too intense on the lower back, you're more than welcome to stack one forearm on top of the other and place the forehead on the forearms. This will also create a little lift in the lower back. Finding your Sphinx Pose today. We're going to be in this pose for another 30 seconds. And you're welcome to release the legs. If there is no pain in the lower backs, you can release the gripping of the legs, softening the belly. Take a deep inhale, full exhale, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the muscles around the eyes, the cheeks, feeling the sensations in the body, and breathing into the sensation. And when you're ready to come out of the pose, placing one forearm on the top of the mat, stacking the other forearm on, and then resting the forehead on your forearm. And you might shake your hips a little bit side to side, releasing the lower back. And when you're ready, hands below the shoulders, you're going to press up and back to a child's pose, butt all the way back to the feet. Arms are released to the ground. Legs are wide. Belly releases through the legs. I invite you to stay in this pose for as long as you need. And when you're ready to come out of the pose, coming up to a seated. Thank you so much for joining me for a 10-minute Yin Yoga Release. Please provide a review of my video and join me again for upcoming Yin Yoga and restorative yoga videos. Thank you. Namaste.